Perfect. Can everybody hear me? Okay. Nikki and Melissa, you guys will have to unmute yourself. We're super excited to have you guys on tonight. Welcome to our first team call, and this is going to happen every Sunday night now at 7 p.m. Central. So put an alarm in your phone. We will have at least one person speaking every Sunday night at 7, and we're hoping to get in some guest speakers as well. So we're super, super excited for it. So I wanted to welcome you on our team call. We're going to go over just a few little things so that you guys know, if you don't already, just kind of like Coach Online Office news. But the All Access On Demand Pack, Challenge Pack, is still on sale for $160. So make sure that you guys are using that. Also, there's the two new vegan flavors. The cafe latte and vanilla are now vegan. So that is huge for any of your customers who are on the vegan line. Also, I wanted to give a huge congrats to those in April who hit Success Club. We have Brooke Podner with 20. We have, Lindsay Rigoni with 6. Carrie Mishad with 6. Samantha Denny, I might pronounce that wrong, with 8. Amanda Roberts with 14. Nikki Rockefeller with 12. Christy Miner with 8. Melissa Pucella with 17. Emily Hansen with 16. And that looks like it. We also have those on the leadership ladder. This is huge, you guys, when we have people advancing on the leadership ladder. We have Melissa, who is now a team builder. Emily Hansen, who is a business starter. Christy Miner, who is a business starter. Samantha Denny is a business starter, and Amanda Roberts is a business starter. So way to go, guys. That's awesome. All right, we're gonna dive right into this call. We want to keep our calls for you guys short and sweet, because we'd rather you guys be working on the daily things that need to be done instead of all these training calls, because they're all out there. Use YouTube, use Google if you need to find something specific, but we want to make sure that you guys get in and you get out. You get your information and you get out so that you can actually go and duplicate what you've learned. So do you guys want me to go first? Okay, I'll go first. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about tonight is I'm going to talk to you guys about your vision as a coach, but not only just as a coach, but in life in general. So right now you made a choice to become a Beachbody coach for some reason. There was some reason, whether it was your health, whether it was you wanted finances, whether it was that you just wanted the relationships with the people, the community, financial standpoint. Regardless, each and every one of us have a story. We have a story behind us and on why we decided to join. So tonight, I kind of want you guys to think hard about what it is that right now you can't stand about where you're at in life. And I mean, we always try and be grateful for where we are, no matter what the journey is. But think right now what you would love to be able to change. Would it be your finances? Would it be relationships? Would it be your faith? Would it be, let's see, what else? Your health. I'm trying to think of all the areas. Your time management. Where is it that you actually need help in, that you want to see growth in? So for instance, for those of you that haven't heard my story, I wanted, when I joined as a coach and really wanted to push with the business, I wanted to be able to stay home with my kids. I was working nights at the time. I wanted to be able to stay home with my kids when my second was born, and I was, I don't know, I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, something like that. And so I had to push really hard. Well, I hated the fact that I was not at home at night. I hated the fact that I missed dinner, family dinner time at night. I hated the fact that I never got to tuck in my kids or say prayers or give them a kiss goodnight. I hated that. Made me cringe just thinking about it. I was also going to school for nursing, which would have, in return, I would have had to turn and do nights. at the beginning of my nursing career. So I want you right now to really, really dig down and figure out what it is that you can't stand. Is it that you're drowning in debt? Is it that you haven't been able to take a family vacation? Is it that you don't have the access to just go to the grocery store and buy what you want? Like, think about these things, how different your life could be if you had something else. But what we want to do right now is we want to create pain. We want to create uncertainty, and the fact that if you don't make a change right now, if you don't make a change today on where you are right now, you'll continue to be in the same spot. And do you want to see yourself like me? Do you want to see yourself working nights and not being able to have that family dinner? Do you want to see yourself never being able to go on vacation with your kids? Do you want to see yourself living paycheck to paycheck? Like, these are the things right now you want to dial down and figure out exactly what you don't want in your life that you have right now, because you want to draw pain to that. You want to feel as if you know for sure you don't want to be here in 2 to 5 years or 10 years, whatever the case is. You know you want to grow forward in some aspect of your life. And that's where we start to have our big vision. And with the vision, you're going to come and you're going to find out even more things that you don't like about where you are right now. And I feel like after I hit my goal of being able to stay home, and my sister's on right now, and she can probably vouch for this, but I settled with it. I was okay where I was at because I hit my major goal, and I didn't have a vision above that. All I wanted to do was be a stay-home mom. That was my vision. Well, I hit that easy because I had such a strong reason why I wanted to do it, and the pain received on the outside of it, that I had to do whatever it took to get there. So I got there using that pain to make it happen, because I knew damn straight that I was not going to be working while my second child come home, and especially not while my third child. So I did whatever it took to make that happen because I had so much pain in that area. Now, coming back, I wish that I would have had a bigger vision, that I would have had smaller goals. And like, a lot of people think, well, coming home with your kids, that's not a small goal, that's a huge goal. No, but as soon as I needed a bigger goal, even that was like a stepping stone. I needed even a bigger goal. So when you guys are creating a vision with your business, you guys are the CEO of your business. And we're going to talk more about this later. Like, you can't make right now even like what you have at your fingertips. You can't do that by opening a business and pouring hundreds of $1,000s into it. You don't have the access to do that as you do right now. So the vision that you have has to be bigger than you can even imagine. And I mean, like, dream big and create that vision. So for instance, I love, when I went to California in March, I was talking to Mindy Wender on a plane, and her vision right now, and I mean, she makes a lot of money, but her vision right now, it was crazy to me because she wasn't thinking of her own finances. She wasn't thinking of what she was making. She decided that her goal was to build these retreat houses. I'm sure you guys have seen her one in Florida. So her plan is to have 3 houses that she can rent out. And what it is she's going to pay those houses off, or she might even be paying cash for them. But those houses are going to be paid for, and they're going to be for her kids. So each one of her kids will get a retreat house, and they'll be able to have that income coming out for them. So she has set up for her generations to come an income plan. And that's huge, you guys. And to think, like, I never ever thought anything like that was possible. And that's why I didn't have that big vision in my head. Well, now I have a huge vision, and it's not even just for myself, but it's for all of you guys, and it's to help all of you guys get there. But you guys have to have a vision, and you have to have your own vision, because just if I was to share my vision with you, that's my vision. Something like like for me, it's wanting to be a stay-home mom. That's not going to push Melissa. She does not want to be a stay-home mom. Something completely different is going to push and drive her. So it's important that you find what you really want out of life. What would be the absolute most amazing life that you could ever design? Would it be waking up at 12 instead of waking up at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning? Would it be like you hear all the time that you have to be a morning person in order to be successful? Tony Robbins is not a morning person, you guys, which is completely cool to hear. And we were shocked when we heard that in his trainings, because I'm really not a morning person either. I like my sleep. But that's to tell you that if you decide that where you're at with your vision, if you decide what your life is and you design that life and work towards it, you can create and live the life that you want. But you guys have to make that choice. You have to make that choice to show up every day. And what it takes is having it linked to what you don't want as well. Because if you don't want to be working nights, if you don't want to be struggling paycheck to paycheck, then you will work. You will show up every single day in order to make this business happen. And we can hand you guys training after training. You can Google, you can do all that stuff, and you can sit in on all these trainings and go, from the Push to Emerald groups to the Diamond groups and have all these trainings. But if you don't apply that work towards what you're learning, you're not going to go anywhere with it. So it's about showing up and becoming the CEO of your business, because it is your business, and to have that huge vision why. Don't think, oh, I'm going to give this 3 months. I'm going to give this 6 months. No, have a vision for 5 years. Have a vision for 2 years. What do you want to see at that 2-year point? What do you want to see at that 5-year point? What do you want to see at that 10-year point? Because if you really visualize what it is that you want, you're going to make it happen. You will make it happen. And so that's what I want you guys to take time to do, is to sit there and plan out 2 years from now. Share it in the team page. Plan out 5 years. Plan out 10 years. What do you guys want to see with your business? And if you do put it out there and you do put it out to the team and the team page, trust me, you're going to show up. You're going to show up because you don't want to let other people down. It's not about letting yourself down. It's about letting other people down. And if you put yourself out there, you're going to show up. So I really challenge you guys to do that. Put where you see yourself in 2, 5, 10 years. And know that it's going to take some time to get your business going, just like it would in any business that you open. Any business. But you only have a little bit of skin in the game. Now you have to put yourself in the game, and you have to show up and go after your vision with this. And so that's what I just wanted to chat with you about. Now, Melissa or Nikki are going to take it over. Who's ever up first?
Unless you want to go, Nikki, do you want me to go? Okay, so thank you, Liz. I'm going to come on here. I'm going to talk about managing expectations. And I think that's become, that's probably been my strong suit in this. Hang on a second. Let me parent for just a second. You guys, it's the only thing I got to do tonight. Sorry. They haven't learned this lesson yet. So hang on. I'm sorry. Just give me. Oh my gosh. They were quiet the whole time Liz was talking. So anyways, when I talk about managing expectations, for me, it was always understanding that you cannot expect this quick fix, no matter if it's your weight loss journey or it's making money being a coach. Like, you really have to understand, and like Liz said, and I'm glad she went first, is to have that vision. What is your vision? What is your plan? Because if you don't even have that in check, how are you going to set goals that are something you can work towards? And understand, because at the same time as a coach, especially new ones, and me, myself included, you're still on your own weight loss journey. and you're trying to figure that out in the first thing, now you're taking on a responsibility and also an opportunity to help other people do the same thing. And you're going to get no so many times. I don't know what the stats are, but if you even think about the last week, you had shut that door. It's like they're raising a barn. But that's the thing is, you're going to get 8 no's and, and 2 yeses when you talk to 10 people. And those no's, and people say this all the time, but it just means not right now. I've never let that no stop me. And when I say that, it's not even about presenting the business. It's even challengers, finding people to start their journey. It is so mental. You have to be so ready to start focusing on change, real change, when it comes to your diet, nutrition, and working out. You have to be ready for it. It's no different when it's changing from challenger to coach. You have to want to do that. So a person that isn't into it, let it go, move on. Because trust me, the people that think about it and talk about it for 6 months and always ask the questions but never want to latch on, they're going to continue to do that once they're your coach and depend on you for so much more as well. And you can't want it for other people. So for me, I've always moved on quickly. And for some that I knew were somewhat interested, of course, I'll go back and follow up. But I'm not banking on that. Does that make sense? I'm not dependent on the same people all the time. So I think keeping that fresh mind and people seeing you not get hung up on a no and moving on forward, knowing that you're still going to support them in their journey, they'll appreciate that. They'll probably come back to you in 3 months and you forgot that they were even on your list. And it's because you didn't make them feel bad about saying no and not wanting it. And just being into it the right way when they were ready. And also understanding that people have to make a choice. Maybe they start as a discount coach and then they dabble into hobby. That's okay. That's their decision. That's their vision. Let them go through that process. So I think that's the biggest thing, is being open to also check yourself. Look in the mirror. How long did it take you to start your journey? How long did it take you to say, I'm actually interested in coaching? Be humble about the situation. And that's where I come from on that note. And you guys can use the chat too if you have any questions as I'm chatting away here. And the other thing is just not dragging anybody. So I look at my own people that have signed up as a coach, and the majority of them just want the discount coach, and that's absolutely acceptable. I look forward to seeing who jumps on this call, because it means you're showing up, you're taking advantage of hearing from people. And even if you want to dabble, that's exciting to me, because I'm going to give what you give. And I think that's really important as a coach, not just to other coaches that you're working with, your challengers. If they're giving and showing up every day and trying and asking questions, give that same amount of love and respect back. And I think I'm holding true to that as I move forward a lot better than I did before. Because I always felt like I had to pour everything into everyone. Well, that's not, if I'm running my business and I have to think like a CEO, time's money, man. and that's my time. And you have to know what your time is worth. And I think that's been really important for me to put in check. And the best thing we've learned out of these trainings has been, how much time are you pouring into all these challenge groups? I'm a challenger, always will be. But I was thinking I had to have 4 challenges going on, and just I give so much to my challenge groups. But now I'm going to even that up a little bit and really have my coaches help out with that, and then also engage with the challengers and have them. I want to be in there with them, but I'm not going to pour 50% of my effort into that. I want to start building and helping my coaches build their business and become Emerald and learn what that's about. So I'm shifting gears a little bit. So I'm going to tell you to not waste 6 months like I have and really latch on to these trainings and insight that we're giving you from that. And my last note that I have here is back to that mindset of set some goals. Get on that leaderboard. That should be like one of your first goals, because your coach and anyone in here is going to show you how accessible that is. It's so possible. And you have to be in the mindset of, it's not about a sale. You seriously helped one person. You helped 3 people. And that should be your minimum goal, is 3 new people each month that you were able to help. And that's exciting. That just changes the tone for me when I look at that, because that gets exciting. A lot of the people, and I'll give you this insight, and anyone can add to it, a lot of the people that are buying now have been sitting in my free group for 6 months, doing nothing, weren't mentally ready, they weren't there. But because I continue to add value every single day, I know they're going to be ready. And when they are, I'm still here. There's people that want to come in, and I'm going to still be here 1 to 2 to 5 years later. Liz is stuck with me. I will be here. So whenever they're ready, I banked that. And I'm going to spit a stat at you. I just looked and I have over, I think 196 customers now, and a lot of it's leads that I've gotten from qualifying for this. That means over 50 to 60 of those are not in my free group, and my free group just exceeded 200. And that's because people I've brought in that have a minimum free account with me, plus my coaches are adding people that have the same thing. Those are all banked opportunities. I only see 40 active people in challenges. That's that much more opportunity for people in the next 6 to 9 to 12 months. And that's about building a foundation and momentum. So you got to be patient, because those are quality relationships that we've built and trust. They're going to be with me for the next 2 to 5 years as I build my plans. So manage your expectations. It does not come overnight. I think for me, I've let it happen so naturally that way, where I'm not doing a sales pitch. I'm having a real damn conversation with real people. And if you go in with that mindset and not expect it quick and easy, you'll be good. Okay, so Liz put in here, explain what a free group means. For me, I have a group on Facebook, just a private group, and it's called Fresh Start. All of you are in Fit Family, and that's Liz's, and man, I fell in love with it. That was my biggest thing coming in. And I noticed as soon as I kept getting more customers, I wanted my own way to keep track of my customers. And they are always welcome to Fit Family, but I just started putting my customers into the same type of group. So it's a free private group. My only requirement is, and it's not, you have to buy a challenge pack, you have to be on Shakeology. That's what my challenge groups are for. My free group is my home. That's my crew. That's my team. Everyone that has a free Beachbody account with me has access to Fresh Start. So that is that group that's banked and continuing to go. And now my coaches get to benefit from that, because they get to sign on and they get added, and I can see who's adding. And my only rule is they have to be tied to one of my coaches. It's just a very safe environment. And my rule in there is good, bad, ugly. Use the group for what it is. Any negativity, boom, out. And that's what it is. I hope that helps. Nicole, hang on a second. Throwing out stats like I love you, Nicole. Hang on. So Nicole Ames, by the way, is cocking off privately to me. She's ripping on me for spitting stats like a corporate girl. But it helps. So does anyone have any questions for me before I pass the torch on to Nikki? And you can unmute yourself if you want. All right, you're all quiet and nice tonight. Okay, Nikki, all yours.
All right. So Liz kind of talked about, what did you talk about again? What's that word?
Vision.
Vision, yes. I totally forgot. I should have wrote it down. I'm going to have many blonde moments. That's just how I am. And so I want to talk about going all in with your mindset. I think mindset is 100% if you're going to be successful in this business. And I see a lot of coaches, they have big goals and dreams with this business. You know, they sign up and they see the potential all around them, and they know it's possible, and, you know, they have that excitement in their belly, yet their work ethic does not match their dreams. So you need to do one of two things. You need to downgrade your dream to match your hustle, or upgrade your hustle to reach your dreams. Those are the only two options that you guys have. And if you guys are on this call, that means that you took time away from your family, you are skipping your favorite show. It's Sunday night. I have no idea what's on, but I'm sure something cool. So that means that you guys are in this because you want to build something incredible, right? And I feel like these Sunday night calls and it's just going to be a fresh start for all of us. I know that Liz, she's been in this business for 6 years and she's having all these like aha moments. I've been in the business for 3 years and I'm switching things up. Melissa, I think over a year. So it's never too late to have moments where you're like, all right, this is going to be my fresh start. I don't care if I've been in this business for 6 years. I'm going to start fresh. And who cares what I did or did not do in the past? I know that I'm capable of reaching what I want to reach, and I'm going to go for it. So we need to start analyzing our actions in our business every single night. Are we treating this business like a $40 sign-up fee? Or are we treating it like this is a $500,000 business? If you guys bought like a Starbucks, I'm sure it's more than $500,000. But if you bought like a Starbucks, I guarantee that you would not be sleeping for the first few years. You would be advertising. You would be doing paperwork. You would be in the store all the time, you know, doing customer complaints and all these things, right? Because you invested that much money. You want it to work. And there's too many coaches that are, you know, treating this business like it was just $40. And that's a horrible mindset to have because your business is gonna not grow, okay? So you need to ask yourself at the end of every night, are you scrolling Facebook instead of finishing your power hour? Are you watching TV instead of starting new conversations? Starting new conversations is so important. You need to, at the end of every night, you know, scroll through your Facebook and look at your 3 to 5 posts for the day. First of all, did you post 3 to 5 times? And if you did, was it like stupid stuff or was it actually giving value to someone? Was it sharing your journey and who you are? And did you mention coaching even? One thing that I made the mistake of that I didn't even realize I was doing was I have not talked about coaching enough in my posts. I attract a lot of people to my challenge groups because I have a weight loss story. I share my weight loss pictures, my food that I'm eating, my workouts and stuff like that. So I'm hitting Success Club because I'm sharing that and people see that and they're attracted to that because they have a lot of weight to lose too. But what I wasn't doing enough was sharing the coaching opportunity. And I'm not saying like holding up a big banner that says, I'm hiring, you know, fill out this thing and all whatever. Just like sprinkling it into your post. Like it's noon on a Saturday, or no, Saturday, I was on Saturday, Monday, and I get to hang outside with my girls because of coaching, you know, like just sprinkling it in. It's kind of like the book Jab, Jab, Right Hook. Just sprinkle it into your post throughout the day. And I definitely did not do that enough when I first started. And 3 years later, I'm a diamond coach. Now, some people might be like, whoa, a diamond coach? That is cool. And to me, that's like this much of what I want to accomplish. I don't want to say I'm not proud of being only a diamond coach, but I'm not that super proud of being only a diamond coach for being in this business for 3 years. And it is 100% because I did not brand myself as a coach who helps other people build a business as well. I was branding myself more as a coach who helps people on a weight loss journey. But I've learned that recently and I'm kind of redoing how I word things and how I post things. And I forgot what I was saying. I do this all the time to my other team calls and they're like, oh, you're such a blonde. Okay, moving on. So I think there's 2 things that I feel people lack on, and I make myself laugh. And one of them is consistency. You know, a new coach, they sign up as a coach, they post that, you know, they do their announcement that they're a coach and they start sharing their journey and stuff like that. And they might share it for like 2 weeks, maybe a month, and then they stop. And they're like, oh, well, no one came to me. everyone said no, and they get discouraged, and then they stop. And then they're like, all right, maybe I'll give this one more shot. And then they start posting again, and everyone's probably like, oh, you know, you were there, and then you left, and now you're back again. That's not building trust with anyone. So you guys need to be consistent even when they're crickets. Even when you feel like none of this even matters, you still need to be consistent. And if you have a problem with that, like if your mindset isn't in the right spot to realize that, definitely read The Compound Effect. That will make you realize that all these little things that you're doing in your business that may not seem like anything, like, ooh, adding 5 people to your network, whoop-de-ding-dong. It does matter over time, okay? Number 2, the second thing that I feel a lot of people lack on is inviting. And I know that's one of the vital behaviors, and we hear that all the time, that we need to invite. I feel like a lot of people post a challenge group invite or post that, you know, they're looking for coaches, and they expect people to flock to them. Oh, like, I've been doing everything pretty consistently, and I'm going to post this challenge group invite, and I know I'm going to have like 5 or 10 private messages. It doesn't happen that way. We need to be inviting. And this is the one thing I think that 80% of coaches, well, whatever, 80%, I'll just stick with that, slack on, is that we are not inviting. We're doing the public inviting, but we're not building relationships behind the scenes and actually inviting people. So we need to drop the fear of inviting, because that's what it is. It's a fear. Because our business will never move forward if we do not give up the fear of inviting. And think of it as this way: we are not inviting to like a cult or something like weird, you guys. We need to have confidence in this business, and that confidence that we have or don't have is going to shine in our posts. And even if we're like a little bit not confident with something, like whatever, people can sense that through the screen, through your words. So we have to have confidence, okay? We know that this business changes lives. I had a one-on-one call with Craig Holiday, and he gave me a really, really great analogy. And he was like, say you have a gift, and you walk up to someone and you're like, here is this gift. You can have it for free. It's yours. And they're like, nope, I don't want the gift. I don't want it. Take it back. The value of the gift does not change. The gift is still what it is. That's what it is. You just have to find someone who wants it, who will say, yes, thank you for this free gift. It is going to be such a blessing to me. Thank you so much. So that's the same as inviting to a challenge group or to coaching. We have to find the people that want it, okay? So I want to end with, there is no secret sauce to this business. I know that when I signed up, I was kind of trying to do things my own way for a little bit, like, oh, make a list of 100 names. You know, you hear that like in the very beginning of coaching. Well, I didn't make a list of 100 names. I was like, I'll just like maybe talk to people, but I'm not going to make that list. I don't even know 100 people. I made like every excuse in the book to not do the things that they were telling me to do, or read personal development. I didn't do that in the beginning. So trainings and the things that people are putting out, these people have gone before us, okay? Why are we trying to pave our own way when the road is already paved for us? So I challenge you guys all to take some time tonight and really think about your why, first of all. Why are you even doing this? Because if you don't know why you're doing this, you're probably going to do it half butt, okay? I don't swear too much, so no sassiness for me. So write down your why and write down what you want to accomplish. And don't just be like Liz, like she, you know, staying at home with her kids, that's a pretty big dream, but use that as a stepping stone. Like, what do you really, like, have some big goals and dreams with this, okay? And then last, make sure that your work ethic matches what you want to accomplish, okay? Does that make sense? So that's all I got. Does anybody have any questions? I'm muting myself because I'm nervous.
if anybody does have any questions, you guys can chat, do it in the chat box. Otherwise, you can ask us in the group as well. I kind of wanted just to touch base with you guys. We have our new coach it's not a new coach. I need to stop saying new. It's new. It's a new group, but it's a coach academy. And we're super excited for this. It's going to start on May 15th. We are going to give you guys, it's going to blow your mind if you've been in the business for a while. We're going to give you stepping stones, but you have to come into it ready to hustle. Like Nikki said, I wrote down, you either have to downgrade your dreams to match your hustle or upgrade your hustle to match your dreams. That's amazing. Like, I love that, Nikki. And it's so true. She did it herself too. Yay. But that's awesome. And we want you guys to join us in this group. And I mean, if you guys are in a different group, because I know there's other groups going in trainings, pick one. Don't feel like you have to. If you have one within your team, go within your team. But sometimes we get in this mindset where, oh, it's like the shiny red flag, or I don't even know what it is. Maybe blonde moment for me. But the shiny, where you see a shiny object. That's what it is. You see a shiny object, and it's like Joshua coach training. Oh, Mindy has a training. Oh, there's another training. So here we are, we're in 4 different trainings, but yet we're not putting in the work that we're learning from any of these trainings, because it's literally way too many trainings. So if you're in an intense business building training, so not a challenge group training, not anything like that. If you're in a business building training, then perfect. If you're not, we want you guys to join the Coach Academy, and it's going to be May 15th. I will post the link to the group. We started the group. It's in the process of being made, but we wanted to make sure that everybody who wants in is in it. But we are ready to give you guys the tools to create a business, not a business around challenge groups. Yes, you will still host a challenge group, but you're going to really build a business and dig deep into making it your business, you being a CEO, and really growing faster than you ever could imagine. Because I wish I had this insight 6 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago too. I really wish I would have. So we're super excited to give you guys all this information that we have. And it doesn't matter if you're a new coach or if you've been in the coach throughout the whole business. Us 3, like myself, Nikki, and Melissa, we're going to be doing this with you. So we're not just giving you guys information. We're actually doing these steps with you in this group. We will be going through the whole process with you, giving you guys everything that we've gained through this training that we're going through. But not only that, we're giving you guys what we've gone through that didn't work. So don't recreate that wheel. We're giving you what didn't work for us. We're giving you guys that gift where you don't have to do that. You don't have to go through that. So when you get on a call with different leaders and they're telling you to do something, that doesn't mean do the opposite, because most likely they did the opposite and they failed at it, and they want you guys to succeed. We want you guys to succeed in this business. We want you guys right alongside with us, growing leaders right with us. So we're super excited about this because it's going to be a system in place. So this will be for everybody. When they have a new coach, you can dial them in right into this group. If you have any coaches, make sure tonight that you go and you ask every single one of your coaches. If you plan to be in the Coach Academy, you go and you ask every single one of your coaches if they want to do it with you. Find out who your players are. If they're just a discount coach, that's fine. That's fine. But find out who your players are and get them in this group. And not only just get them in this group, but build your community. So build your team and your vibe. So if you have one other coach who really wants to do this with you, or if you have 5 coaches that want to do this with you, then maybe you should start, a quick 15-minute chat with them, or even better, start a message thread. Just start a thread in your messages with your players, whoever your players are in this group, and then keep them in that thread where you guys can be talking and pushing each other. And it's kind of like a success partner, but that's huge. because you have that community to push you further. So when you see all those other girls or guys, because we do have guys on our team, when you see them pushing in your message thread, trust me, you're not going to go to sleep until you're done pushing, because you have that accountability. So having that thread with other people who have the same goals as you is key. So make sure that you reach out to all of your coaches and see who wants this more than just their own health, who wants it bigger than this. Lindsay said, let's see, there's a few different ones. I see Lindsay's. We don't exactly know what Brooke is exactly doing in her business academy, so I'm assuming it's kind of the same. But we're going to be doing a lot of our video trainings ourselves. So it will be, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly, because I haven't gone through hers to know exactly what is going to. She revamped it after the Craig holiday calls. So it might be the same information. I'm not sure. Ours will always be there, so probably take part in hers first. And then if you want to, I mean, you can still jump in the group. But like I said, dedicate yourself to one time and then, or to one group. And then if you have time after you're doing the other stuff, then for sure check in. But just don't spread yourself too thin, because us moms don't have that much time. But yeah, you can put hers in, you can go through hers, and then if you want, you can go through ours. Ours will be on a site as well. So the first the first group will go through a group setting, but ours is going to be on an actual website, a team website, where you literally can subscribe to it, and you're going to get them through email. So everything will be through email, but yet we'll have the group there. So then that way, when there's a new coach that does join, they can get that information and they can go at their own pace, because some people don't want to wait for a group to start. Some people want to dig right into it. So that is our goal, is to get it on a team page, so that literally you subscribe, and as soon as you subscribe, you're getting the information through that. So you can always go through Brooks, and then once Brooks is done, you can subscribe to ours, because by that time we should have it subscribed. Oh, got a tickle. Any other questions? You like the scripts? Ashley, we'll be having some scripts too, but yeah, if Brooks works, that's perfect. Our plan is to give you guys exactly what we're doing, to show you guys what we are doing to build our business, so that we can help you guys do the same. It looks like Melissa was answering questions, so. Yay. Any other questions? Awesome. Well, I wanted to keep it under 45 minutes. I think we all did. So perfect. We did that. Everybody take care. Have a good night. And we'll see you next Sunday, same time. And it will be awesome, because it will be kickoff right before our new group. So we will all chat with you guys then. Take care.